Welcome to the Tech for All channel. This is where we review cool tech. And here is one high-end dash camera. This model is already on the market for a few months, and it is very interesting because unlike most of the budget models, which apparently this one isn't, it costs around $140, it integrates a high-quality processor and sensor for getting optimal results. In this video, we're going to explore the Vantrue X3 with all its features and accessories, the shooting performance and detail level in different lighting conditions and resolutions, including driving in dark night and sunny days. This dash camera has been presented a few months ago, and so far it has overwhelmingly positive feedback in Amazon, where it's officially sold by the manufacturer Vantrue. The package says it right away, we're about to unbox a quality device. I really like to see well-packed items, and it looks like lately many companies start to pay more attention to the way they present them to their customers for the very first time. The thing that right away pops out of the box is the dashcam itself, and we have a separate accessory box. Inside is the suction cup-based windshield mount. The way it is being fastened is also very nice, innovative, and well better than most of the other models. This one is rather different than the usual mounts as it hosts the power, and you will notice the connector pins. This is where the X3 model fits and gets mounted, and these pins are wired to the mini-USB port on the top. And because of that, you have the limitation to be unable to have a full 360-degree circle via the mount. You can tilt it right and left no more than 120 degrees. If you turn it around, it can of course record the activities that happen inside the car. I can see more and more people making car vlogs, and this can be useful. As part of the other accessories, a USB car charger with long cable and the already mentioned mini USB port, and a data cable. Reviewing the technical specs of what powers the X3, there's the Ambarella A12 chipset, well known from many action cameras already, the Sj7 Star, the Firefly 8 SE, ThiEye T5e, and so on, and we can call it the flagship of 2017, and it can easily handle the 1440p maximum resolution, as well as 1080p at 60 frames per second. The sensor utilized is another usual suspect, the OmniVision 4689. It is a 4-megapixel sensor also used by many action camera manufacturers. I think a good benefit is the performance ratio. Apparently the A12 is not running at its absolute maximum, which gives room for outstanding performance, and we should expect zero complications. I like the fact there are hardware navigation buttons, and on the top there's the power on, a picture quick capture option, as well as the mini USB port, which makes two of them, and you can use the one that fits your car better. Only a few dash cams have such a good flexibility. On the right side there's an HDMI port, another rarely seen option, and on the left the microSD slot, which on paper supports, be careful here, 256GB cards. Knowing that 720p is available at 60 frames per second, that makes bitrate of around 3500 kilobits per second, and means that you can store around 150 hours of footage, which is almost a week of non-stop driving. The menus are clean and simple, and there's absolutely everything necessary for a dashcam that can be configured. There also is a GPS option, and if you're patient enough to test and review the device and post your feedback on Amazon, Vantrue may reward you with such a module. The big thing advertised for this model is the low light performance. The 6 full glass lens has 1.8 aperture and very high sensitivity. You can also take advantage of the so-called parking mode, where the dashcam is activated by movements and it can monitor for as long as 24 hours. This feature will require hard wiring or external battery pack, as the embedded lithium-ion battery can last for no more than 15 minutes. There also is a smartphone app. It's a good feature to be used, and since the chipset provides this capability, the Vantrue design team has taken advantage and turned it into a good working solution. Via the app, you can configure, record and copy the files that are on the SD card, so that if you need to transfer a particular chunk, it will take about a minute for the file transfer. To the disadvantages I noticed, the holder may loosen. Make sure it is well tightened at the time of installation, otherwise bumps will seem extra shaky on the footage. Not the first dashcam that suffers from this symptom, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last one. The other minor bug observed is that it gets a bit hot in summer days, and I'm quite sure it is because of the processor. Ambarella A12 is famous for being a bit warmer than other chipsets, so don't worry about this. The only way to keep it cooler is to reduce the CPU intensity, and the only way here is to lower the resolution. I've been shooting at the maximum during most of the time, and that's at the hottest part of the summer, and had no issues. Concerning the microphone embedded, here is a quick test sample recorded with the X3 model. Right now I'm driving with a speed of about 85 kilometers per hour, which is about 65 miles. And I think the sound quality is alright. We know that the acoustics in a car is anyways not great, and the X3 does a relatively good job with its microphone. You've just heard it. The sensitivity is good for a dashcam, so are the volume levels. It is still too early for me to give a rating whether the X3 is a great choice for its price, and so far its performance is delightful, and I hope it's going to prove itself as a great driving safety assurance. It's right about time to make a dashcam comparison video, and I think the Vantrue X3 is a good contender. Which model should I compare it to? The Vivo A119 Pro, or Blue Sky C B1W, or maybe the ThiEye Safe 01? Come on, help me choosing the second contender. As for this review, thanks a lot for liking and sharing this video with your friends. Wishes to you for a perfect, smiley day, and come back for more videos in the next few days.